Hello and welcome to News Now. I am Perpetua Fasami Peter. President Muhammadu Buhari will lead the All Progressives Congress APC Presidential Campaign Council PCC for the February 25th, 2023 poll. The ruling party has confirmed in a 33-page enlarged membership list. The list, considered as the final and signed by the party's National Secretary, Senator Iyola Umishere, published today in the newspaper, retained the names of the 422 members with their positions as contained in the first list. According to the list, 6 governors are to take charge as coordinators in the 6 geopolitical zones. They are Governors Rotimi Akeredolu of Ondo, representing Southwest, Hope Uzodinma Imo, representing Southeast, Professor Ben Ayade, Cross River South-South, Abubakar Sani Bello, Niger North Central, Inuwa Yahaya, Gombe Northeast, and Bello Matawali, Zamfara Northwest. The initial 422-member list released by the PCC Secretary James Abiodun Faleke generated criticisms for not being all-encompassing. The final list released in Abuja last night named President Buhari as the PCC chairman, the standard bearer Asiwaju Bola TINUBU, and APC National Chairman Senator Abdullahi Adamu as deputy chairman. The presidential running mate, Senator Kashim Shettima, is to serve as the vice chairman of the council, along with 3 others in the same capacity. They are chairman of the Progressive Governors Forum and Kebbi State Governor Abubakar Atiku Bagudu, Senator Goto Akpabio, and Mrs. Uju Kennedy. And 2 years after the October 20, 2022 NSAS saga, the sad memory still lingers in the minds of the families and friends who lost loved ones during the protest at the Lekki toll gate. The heavy presence of the men of the Nigerian police force could be felt at the toll gate, tear-gassing journalists and arresting passers-by. No fewer than 2 mothers recount their sad experience, blaming the government for the death of their sons. The mothers who were at the Lekki toll gate to commemorate the 2nd anniversary of the NSAS protest said their sons were killed at the toll gate.
She lost her son here.
Yes. She said it has not been easy with her because she had like about 5 kids. Unfortunately, the father was not really taking care of them, so the boy was the only one that kind of like come out among the other kids, was like responsible, taking care of her, and other ones trying to see how he can raise other one, like sending money every time to them. Now since they lost the boy, it's not been easy with her, like even to like take care of herself and other kids has not been easy. SOWORE was here also. They were doing interview. I think the police people didn't really want people to be interviewing anybody, so they came out. They were like spreading water and tear gas. So immediately I saw that, and now that's where I parked across. And now I said, let me just walk back to where my car was. So start strolling down with my phone, doing some video and all of those stuff. So getting close to my car, some set of police, they rush. I say, who are you, from where? I came here like every other person, and because of the tear gas, I have to go back to my car. They were like, I should give them my phone. I said, no, why do I need to give you my phone? The next thing, they rushed me, they give me blows, give slap, they collected my phone and my car key, they fling my car key inside gutter, they fling my phone. I was asking them, why do you have to break my phone? I tried to ask them out. The next thing was like they said they want to drag me to their van. Before the senior officer came, I was asking them why they doing that to me, that they were not here for violence. The man was like even apologizing to me. He went inside the gutter and bring out my car key and hand over it to me. I was like asking the man that they broke my phone. I don't even know where my phone is. The only thing they asked me was like, I should leave the place, me. So he gave me my car key. I was like, I'm not seeing my phone and I need my phone. That's an iPhone 12 Pro Max. They were like, I should go. And I went inside because since we were causing more violence, I went inside my car. I started my car, I drove out, and I called my friend. This is what happened. So there's nothing we're going to do now. That's what we have been facing. Not like there is any justice in Nigeria. This is what we face every time. And here, everybody came out to like.
Earlier in the day, youth stormed the toll gate chanting, "We want justice," holding the Nigerian flag and coffins. They walked and sang peacefully around the toll gate before men of the Nigerian police force ordered them to leave. Popular comedian Debo Adebayo, also known as Mr. Macaroni, and musician Folarin Falano, better known as FALZ, and Omoyele Sowore are some of the leaders of the procession to commemorate the 2nd anniversary of the NSAS protest that rocked Lagos and parts of Nigeria in October 2020.
Because justice has not been done. Those people that committed those gruesome crimes on October 20, 2020 have not been punished. Nobody has been brought to book. Why? Because they continue to deny, or let me say attempt to deny that these things happen, and that's the problem. NSAS has never been a political movement. NSAS has never had any affiliation with any political party. Even today we made sure that we told people to not bring any political materials because we are not here for any campaign.
So it's not affiliated to any party?
Absolutely zero party.
The federal government has promised to deploy a nationally coordinated approach involving all arms and levels of government to address the ravaging floods across the country. Works and Housing Minister Babatunde Fashola announced this in Abuja at the inaugural edition of President Muhammadu Buhari's administration scorecard 2015 to 2023 series organized by the Ministry of Information and Culture. Fashola said the federal government was worried and concerned about the devastating floods that are impacting many parts of the country. Also, Water Resources Minister Suleiman Adamu has said Nigeria never signed an agreement with Cameroon to build a Datsun Hausa Dam in Adamawa State to stop water released from Lagdo Dam in the neighboring country. Adamu spoke when he appeared before the Senate Committee on Water Resources, headed by Senator Bello Mandia, to defend the 2022 budget performance and the 2023 budget proposal of the ministry yesterday in Abuja. The United States has pledged $1 million in immediate humanitarian assistance to support the people affected by unprecedented flooding in Nigeria. The support, which will come through the U.S. Agency for International Development, provides emergency shelter assistance, relief commodities, and hygiene kits to promote safe and healthy practices amid the ongoing cholera outbreak, and multi-purpose cash assistance for people impacted by the devastating floods. In a statement from the U.S. Ambassador to Nigeria, Mary Leonard, stated the country regrets the effects of the unusual rainfall and will not renege on its obligation of providing humanitarian assistance across flood-ravaged areas. She said, and I quote, "We're filled with grief for the flood victims who have lost so much, livelihoods, homes, and even loved ones." End of quote. Lagos gubernatorial candidate of the People's Democratic Party, OLAJIDE ADEDIRAN, popularly known as JANDOR, has promised to grant autonomy to local governments across the state and increase funding for education if given the mandate to rule. IBrandTV reports that the PDP hopeful gubernatorial made this known during the kickoff of his gubernatorial campaign tour of local government areas in the Alimosho local government area.
Lamented the deplorable state of infrastructures across the council areas and said that it was an indication of the failure on the part of previous administration in the state.
If in 23 years we have given our votes to a particular political party, and since that time they cannot give Alimosho a special status, which means in the next 50 years they won't care. 23 years. In Abeson Estate, there is no infrastructural renewal of sorts. This is no longer anything. It's either they don't have capacity or land may be, and yet they will say Alimosho is somebody's country.
During his campaign tour of Alimosho, Jadon received endorsement from political leaders, artisans, groups, and religious leaders in the area. The PDP campaign tour of the various local governments in the areas continue. IBrandTV reporting for IBrandTV News.
Coordinator for the TINUBU SHETTIMA Presidential Campaign Council, Florence AJIMOBI, has promised to mobilize total support for the electoral victory of the APC presidential candidate in next year's election. The wife to the former Oyo State Governor gave this assurance in Ibadan during the inauguration of the campaign office in the Okeado area, where she called on women across the 33 local council districts of the state to collaborate and work assiduously for the actualization of the ambition of the TINUBU SHETTIMA candidacy.
This is a joint project of the women in Oyo State. And like I said earlier, the women in APC alone cannot do it. So I'm calling on all the women in Oyo State. I have no doubt in my mind that with the cooperation and commitment and support of the Oyo State APC and the entire women. We are going to win that election, and the mandate is going to be given to TINUBU and SHETTIMA.
For product of Senator AJIMOBI to be the state chairman of the party, I think we have to give glory to Almighty God. And I promise you that there's nothing we're going to do in Oyo State as long as I'm the chairman of this party that won't pass through our mother to give us our motherly advice. So this place is now declared open, not for Senator SHETTIMA or Asiwaju alone, for the APC in general.